about the oxidation of alkynes. So next property is the oxidation of alkynes. So ozone is also one type of the oxidation. So you are using here oxidation is depends upon the based on the oxidizing agents used. Okay, first combustion or burning. In oxidation, first we will discuss about the combustion or burning. Combustion or burning means any substance combines with oxygen. Always the products are carbon dioxide and water and releases the energy in the form of heat, light. Those type of reactions are called as the combustion reactions. So here alkynes are burns in excess of oxygen. Alkynes are burned in excess of oxygen. Always the products are CO2 and H2O and releases the heat energy. So here alkyne CN H2N minus 2. CN H2N minus 2 plus 3N minus 1 by 2 moles of O2, it gives the N moles of CO2 and N minus 1 moles of H2O. N minus 1 moles of H2O. Okay, if I am taking acetylene C2H2 and burnt in excess of oxygen, the products are CO2 and H2O. CO2 and H2O, and here releases the heat energy. So 2 moles of C2H2, 5 moles of O2, 4 moles of CO2 is formed, and 2 moles of H2O. So this reaction is highly exothermic reaction. This reaction is highly exothermic reaction. Highly exothermic. Around a temperature around 3500 degrees Celsius is produced. During this reaction is highly exothermic reaction. The temperature is above 3500 degrees Celsius is released. So what are this energy? What are this heat? That flame is called as the oxyacetylene flame. This flame is called as the oxyacetylene flame. That is combination of the acetylene when combined with oxygen, it gives the oxyacetylene flame. That oxyacetylene flame has around 3500 degrees Celsius temperature. So because of this high temperature, this oxyacetylene flame is used in the welding purpose or for cutting the other articles. So this reaction, combustion of acetylene is highly exothermic reaction. During this reaction, around 3500 degrees Celsius temperature is released, and that flame is called as the oxyacetylene flame. And that because of production of high temperature, this oxyacetylene flame is used for the welding purpose, or even for cutting purpose. Okay. So what are the alkynes? Alkynes are they combust with excess oxygen. Alkynes are reacted with excess of oxygen. Always the products are carbon dioxide and water and releases the heat energy. So here acetylene combines with oxygen, it gives the high amount of energy. That is, the reaction is highly exothermic process. Here the temperature is about 3500 degrees Celsius is released. That temperature is used for the welding purpose or for cutting purpose. And next one with the oxidation with oxidizing agents. Some oxidizing agents. So here with oxidation of alkynes with cold dilute alkaline KMnO4. So next, oxidation of alkynes with the cold dilute alkaline KMnO4. So in alkenes we have discussed about the oxidation reactions with different oxidizing agents. Here also we are discussing about the oxidation of alkynes with the cold or dilute alkaline KMnO4, hot concentrated KMnO4. So here alkynes, an oxidation with KMnO4, oxidation with the alkaline KMnO4, it gives the tetraols. Tetraols are formed in case of alkenes. Diols are formed in here. Tetraols are formed which are further oxidized. They give the carbonyl. They gives the carbonyl compounds. Okay, and this cold dilute alkaline KMnO4 is called as the Bayes reagent. Bayes reagent. The Bayes reagent is used for test for unsaturation. The Bayes reagent is used for test for unsaturation when alkynes. When I am adding a few ml of the KMnO4 Bayes reagent to alkynes, the pink color is disappears. That indicates that the compound contains either double bond or triple bond. So bromine water, already you know, bromine water and Bayes reagent is used to test for the unsaturation in a given compound. So if I take it alkynes, ethyne. So this KMnO4 produce the nascent oxygen, that is oxygen atom that gives the oxygen atoms. So in presence of KMnO4, hot dilute KMnO4 from the tetraols. Tetraols are formed again here. Because of high electron removal of water molecules takes place, removal of H2O, and that is converted into the glyoxal. C double bond OH, C double bond OH, glyoxal. Again, these glyoxals undergoes the further oxidation and form the corresponding carboxylic acid. That is C double bond O OH and C double bond O OH. Further oxidation takes place and converted to carboxylic acid, that is the oxalic acid. Oxalic acid forms the oxalic acid. So ethyne and oxidation with the cold dilute KMnO4. Finally, the product is the oxalic acid. Next, propyne. Next one is the propyne. Propyne, an oxidation with KMnO4. An oxidation with the KMnO4. And propyne an oxidation with the KMnO4. So it forms the two keto, that is 2-keto propanoic acid. It forms the 2-keto propanoic acid. This is also called as the pyruvic acid. The common name is the pyruvic acid. IUPAC name is the 2-keto propanoic acid. So propyne oxidation with the KMnO4, it gives the 2-keto propanoic acid. So here just 2 pi bonds are broken, and here the middle carbon, here double bond O. So in case of this one is the terminal triple bonded carbon, terminal alkynes. In case of terminal carbons means the triple bond at the first position at a terminal, the triple bond at a terminal position. So these are called as terminal alkynes. In case of terminal alkynes, the first carbon is converted to the COOH, carboxylic acid group, and next carbon, second carbon is converted to the ketone group. And if you are taking but2-ine, this is internal alkyne. This alkyne is the internal alkyne. This internal alkyne, an oxidation with KMnO4. An oxidation with cold KMnO4, it converted into the diketone. Diketone. This is the internal alkyne. So simply break these two double bonds and place the double bond O and double bond O. Then I am getting the desired product. Okay, that is the oxidation with cold dilute alkaline KMnO. That is about the with the Bayes reagent. Next one is the with hot concentrated KMnO4. Next, oxidation with the hot concentrated KMnO4. So this reaction is like a ozonolysis, oxidative ozonolysis. So it is breaking of the triple bond and that converted into their corresponding carboxylic acids. So alkynes, like this reaction is like ozonolysis. So alkynes in presence of the hot concentrated KMnO4. The temperature is around 100 to 110 degrees Celsius. The reaction is like ozonolysis. The alkyne is converted to the carboxylic acids. Just remember the conditions with cold dilute KMnO4, breaking up double bond, they converted into the diketones or keto carboxylic acids. But with the hot concentrated KMnO4, the action is like ozonolysis, they converted into the carboxylic acid, breaking of the triple bond. So CH, triple bond CH with the hot concentrated KMnO4. Around 100 to 120, breaking of the triple bond and converted into the formic acids. 2 moles of the formic acid. Again, the formic acid is converted into CO2 and H2O. Carbon dioxide and water. Okay, finally, alkynes. Alkynes with the ethine with the hot concentrated KMnO4 gives the CO2 and H2O. If I am taking propine reacted with the hot concentrated KMnO4 and around 100 to 120 degrees Celsius, breaking like ozonolysis, breaking of the triple bond and place the double bond O, OH and OH. At the triple bonded carbons, then I am getting the product CH3, C double bond O, OH plus. So see here we are getting the formic acid, COH. Again formic acid is converted into the CO2 and H2O. Carboxylic acids, they are converted into corresponding carboxylic acids. So this reaction is also used to find the position of the triple bond and to count the number of triple bonds in a given alkyne, like ozonolysis. Even ozonolysis also helps to predict position of the triple bond and to count the number of triple bonds in a alkyne. So this reaction, so the oxidation with the hot concentrated KMnO4 is also like a ozonolysis. It also helps to predict the position of the triple bond and number of triple bonds in the alkynes. Okay. So see the examples.